How to practice for 100 percentile in CAT Quant. So basic, the way to practice, what are the important things they should focus on. Been training for more than 23 years, so fairly comfortable with the exam. We have courses, mentorship course, special batch course for 100 percentile. If you're interested, you can contact us. Okay, don't take this on face value. Whatever we mentioned, you always need to experiment on your own and see what works for you, what doesn't work. So modify based on your own strengths and weakness. Okay, we do mention everyone, you see a lot of videos. That is not normally always good, because then you come across too many things which may not be useful. But yes, whatever you take, modify based on your strength and weakness. Remember, no 200 percentile are the same. They all have different approaches. Now, assumption obviously is you've covered your syllabus, you are started following mocks, you are already or just going to start following mocks, and you can give it 4 hours a day. That's what's required to give 100 percentile. 4 hours total. Now, what you need to do while practicing quant? First thing, if possible, try to solve without pen. One of the biggest time wasters in the exam, as far as quant is concerned, is using pen and paper. People write for calculation, write for forming equation, write. The moment you start writing, it takes time to write, and that automatically the approach will be longer. But if you can do it mentally, it becomes faster. So if you're really aiming for 100 percentile, try to solve as many sums without pen and paper. As a matter of fact, force yourself not to use pen and paper while practicing. Okay, so there are some where you need to draw, like geometry, equation, time precision. Draw, that is not a problem. But forming equations, unless it's the equations, some algebra sum, but people form equations for everything. People do calculation on the paper. You can write down numbers to remember the numbers, but avoid as far as possible in practice. In mocks you can use. Mocks use pen and paper, but over a period of time try to reduce your use of pen and paper as far as possible. That helps to save time. So the first step that you need to do if you're really aiming for 100 percentile is solve without pen if possible. Second is always search for better methods of solving, even if you get a sum right. So once you've solved, go back and check, is there a better way of solving? Especially in mocks, you solved a mock, just go back to your questions, both what you got right, wrong, etc. and see, could have solved it in a better way. I'll frankly tell you how did I improve on my mathematics methods. What I should do is I should go to the questions and I should go to the explanatory answer, and I should say, is there a better way of solving it as compared to explanatory answer? Everyone solves with the same explanatory answer. Can I do better in that? That's when I will score better. Okay, so if you get a method better, see if you can apply to different sums which are there. Say time persistence, I've got some particular method. See how is this method applied to some other sums. That will give you learning as such. So make a book for methods and try to go over. Avoid ego. One more thing. If you really want to score 100 percentile, avoid ego. A lot of students score very high, and when they score very high, they feel, I already know what it is. I don't have to learn more. It's a very wrong way of doing. The people who are scoring really 100 percentile are one keep on learning, and that's what differentiates them from others. Okay. Unfortunately, people who already score high, they believe their methods are best, and they do want to improve, but that is wrong. Everyone can improve. Remember, even 100 percentiles have a scope of improvement. So no matter what level you are, there is always a scope of improvement. So look out for it. Keep on searching for better. Don't have the ego saying that I am the best, and that could be a downfall. Right? Hope this helps. We'll come up with more videos that will help you with regards to preparation. Thank you.